push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
On the set.
Black 5-4.
Ready, ready.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A run for Nick Chubb.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On the carry, it's Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
64, weak. Hey, orbit.
2nd and 9 now. Open man has got it complete. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Right there. 56. I got it. Check 50. Check 50.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Jam. Joker.
What? Squeeze. Five.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Ready?
Here's Barrett on play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Pull it high. Hey, high 7.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Go. 60 or. Go. Get it.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike 22.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. The screen pass here to Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the...
And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. Cap 2 inbounds in the NFL.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Chubb running right. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
8 read. 80 weapons.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
90, Wolf. Check, watch the hey, Zoo. Watch the run. Big edge. Come. Show. Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
A give running right is Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Chubb. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards, makes it 3rd and 7 now.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Mike's 54. Rip left.
Ready. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 77 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Come on now, let's go.
On the ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Here I come!
Second and 10. He'll get this one to Golladay. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a first and 10. They'll set up to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Hurry, hurry.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Golladay. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Let's go, D. Smooth. Now.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Let's go now. 30 base. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Okay, double. Fire.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent...
And now look at him go. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw now on first down. It's caught by Funchess. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So his 3rd field goal in the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, ready?
Now this time he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They try again with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent will be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Go, go.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. He's got Allen. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 4. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 22 yards there, a first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. On the ground, it's Chubb. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
70, 80. 54, right there, 54.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw again on second down. Barrett. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
53 is the mark. Oh, here we go. Oh, 53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Get it.
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Wide open receiver complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Cohen, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Barrett. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's Desmond Trufant.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Hey, Will. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Ready?
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And an alley to run. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The tackle there by Cravon LeBlanc. From the 22, Barrett flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, It's darn close.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.